What's up, champions? Here we got Big Wave Jeff. He is back again in Portugal and going to try JetSurf Electric in the big waves for the first time in the world. Welcome, Jeff.
Thanks for having me back, Mike. Thanks for taking great care of my jet ski and my car this winter. That's been very, very kind of you. And here we go again. I've been agonising all week about whether to come or not. You know, checking the forecast every day. I look in the morning, it's like it's going to be big. I look in the evening, there's going to be no waves at all. I look the next day, it's like the same thing. But anyway, yesterday I pulled the trigger on the trip. I made the booking. I did the COVID test. I got on the plane this morning, and here I am.
Yeah, and you got all your stuff already. Your jet ski, the batteries, rescue devices. Everything.
Well, first off, the car started, so that was great. I had a battery isolator on there, switched the battery isolator back on, the car started straight up. We had to do like a 100-point turn to get out of the garage, but we got out, no scratching anything. We managed to get the jet ski back out of the apartment, up the driveway, and now look at this car. We're full with toys. So out of all these toys I've got, the jet ski, we've got JetSurf Electric. First time it's ever going to be tried in the waves, as far as I know. Definitely the first time it's going to be ridden at Nazare, so let's see how that goes. I'm excited to see. We've got a JetSurf DFI petrol powered surfboard, which I've had here before, and looking forward to catching some waves on that. The forecast looks epic, by the way, for day after day of waves. And I've got a tow surfboard which has no engine whatsoever. Very, very kind of concerned about this, to be honest. Like, where's my engine? I gotta, you know, if it's all going wrong, I need the power, the JetSurf power, to get the heck out of there, and this doesn't have that. So I mean, maybe I'm gonna end up like epic in the pocket of the wave, because I'm not gonna be able to escape it. So like, it's gonna come for me.
Okay, exciting stuff, Jeff. Wishing you luck, and let's get some epic FPV footage again.
Sounds great, Mike. You did a great job with that footage the last time. You know, you're quite the drone pilot these days.
Thank you. All right, good luck.
Thank
See
you.
We did it again.
It's all funny. These COVID ones just don't
Oh
work,
my
do
God,
they?
we forget all these things. All right, Jeff, how was your ride?
You know what, Mike? I just had an amazing time. You know, I love riding waves, any waves I kind of get the chance to. And what's not to love? You know, I just scored a whole load of waves. The board felt amazing. I mean, it was a different session from my petrol board. As you know, I've got the DFI, direct fuel injection, petrol JetSurf, and with that board, I know that there's no limit. Like, you know, there's lots and lots of power with that, and there's quite a long run time, an hour run time on a full tank of petrol, even if you're flat out, you know, for that hour. With this, I was sort of having a more mellow session. You know, like, it was sort of somewhere in between what might be a JetSurf session, which might be like quite frantic, lots and lots of waves, getting back out quite fast to catch the next wave. With this, I just took it easy. I just chilled out. I sat down in the water, waited for a set to come along. You know, when I see the set, when I see the wave, up I go on the board, catch a wave, a few turns. And the power on this one, this is a box standard from the factory one. There's 3 power settings, and this is just on the medium power setting. And actually, with the waves of the size that we got here today, that medium power setting was quite adequate. You know, it was plenty enough to catch a wave, plenty enough if I wanted to use some power while I was riding the wave during some of the turns, or to get past like a fast section. And it was actually enough to outrun the wave, not to get, you know, worked, and enough to get back out afterwards. So yeah, really like it.
Perfect. So one of the main advantages of electric board compared to petrol one is that you can actually sit in the lineup. You can wait for the new set to come.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, with a petrol board, you've got to be on the go the whole time. but I mean, that's okay, you know. Sometimes your legs might ache a little bit, but the kind of thing with the petrol thing, if you're going around all the time, that could be an annoyance for anyone else that's around you. You know, if you're on the petrol one, on the battery, the electric one, you can stop what you're doing. The noise is completely stopped, it's completely silent, and you're just there with the ocean. You know, it feels good. You could sit there with my legs just straddling the board. I could use a small amount of acceleration if I wanted, just to maneuver, like, you know, 1 meter, 2 meters slowly forward, or forward within the lineup where I was. I tried a duck dive, actually. Don't know if you noticed. I did have a wipeout, and there was a small bit of white water there, and I thought I'll just give it a try, and I did manage to just duck under that little bit of white water. That was my first and only duck dive, so I can't tell you what the potential is with that, whether more duck diving can be done, but the power and the speed on this day, I don't feel it's necessary to duck dive, really, because you can go around it, you know, or jump over the white water. So it's yeah, I mean, it's I had a really nice time, and I'm really pleased. As you know, I tested this, my first test run yesterday in Nazare, and it was huge, and it was not the day for it, and the board did not have the power or the speed. I didn't feel comfortable with the amount of power and speed with that board at the Nazare yesterday, and but in this size waves it felt just fine. There is obviously the big thing with this is the weight. You know, it's heavy, you know, so to carry it down into the water, and there's definitely some weight to it. You know, you can assemble it here in 2 parts as we did. We walked the board down. Carlos helped us, he carried the board, I carried the battery, we put it together on the beach, and it's just the walking, like, in and out of the water. And if you had like a heavy shore break and you had to get through fast, you know, you might need to be kind of charging through that. So I don't know, you know, there's no complete win situation, is there? You know, there's advantages and disadvantages, but I can say I had a really good time today.
Alright guys, and if you want to see full video and full review of JetSurf Electric, you can check our previous video that we did last year. Alright, I hope you enjoyed our quick video here. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.
Yeah, see you next time. Next time in Portugal, Mike, I guess.
Can we try it correctly?
We get it right, yeah.
Come on.